So, welcome to the flop era.
Mm-hmm.
That's what seems to be going on right now, because every film right now is fucking flopping.
Yeah, so 2023 has been a weird year so far.
Yeah.
In terms of, not necessarily of quality. It's been
alright.
It's been fine, I would say. But in terms of box office...
Oh, it's been dire.
Because I think what's going on is it's been dire if your film costs over $200 million.
Oh, yeah.
And this is this is the interesting thing, is like, so this year has been very, very weird. And I'm going to get up the top 10 movies in 2023.
I'm curious if I can predict them.
Go on. Try and predict them.
Okay, so number 1 is Mario. 2 is Spider-Man and Across the Spider-Verse. Then, what I'm assuming 3 is going to be Guardians. And then 4 I'm gonna say is a Chinese film.
I mean, because it's like, it's been a funny year.
Yeah.
And so, okay, here we go. So, tell you what, we'll do the domestic first.
Domestic.
We'll
so
focus
just
on
purely
that.
domestic.
Purely domestic.
Okay.
And I will go from the top 10.
Okay.
Top 10 domestically.
Yeah.
Right. 10, Transformers Rise of the Beasts.
Okay.
Fast X.
Yeah.
Creed 3.
Yeah.
John Wick Chapter 4.
Yep.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Yep.
Avatar: The Way of Water.
That's hilarious.
The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Guardians 3.
Okay.
And the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Yeah.
Number 11, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Interesting.
So, in the top 10,
what's
one
mad?
of them
Yeah.
is a 2022 movie.
Even ignoring that, it's mad. Creed 3 and John Wick 4 are still there.
Which are very, like, they're mid-budget movies.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Creed 3's budget was $75 million.
And I mean, obviously, there's a few films there that you would expect. Well, a few films that aren't there that you would expect to be there.
But even then, when you look, it's like, okay, number 6 is Quantumania. Quantumania domestically made $214 million. It's a fucking Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing, is like, even when you look at that, like, Little Mermaids was 286. That's not terrible, but it's not exactly like.
So I'm curious. Get fucking
worldwide.
Get worldwide, and I'm curious how many foreign films are on there.
So worldwide, okay, The Flash.
Yeah.
Creed 3.
Yeah.
Transformers Rise of the Beasts.
Yeah.
John Wick Chapter 4.
Okay.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. The Little Mermaid. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Fast X. Guardians 3. Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Really?
So there's actually none, which is interesting.
That's surprising.
But even then, it's like, okay, so worldwide box office, number 10 is The Flash. The Flash is still a fucking disaster.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's the thing, is like, alright, sure.
Yeah.
It's in the top 10, but that's not great.
So this summer, movies have kind of died. And, I mean, there are a few reasons why. I think the first one that I think we shouldn't be overlooked is how much it fucking costs to go see a family film now.
Well, that's, I mean, there's many because there's many reasons.
Yeah.
With it, and I think a big part of it, as well as obviously, like that with the fucking, with the cost.
How much
of,
it costs to go see fucking Elemental for a family of 4?
Exactly.
Like, holy shit.
I think what a lot of it is, as well as that, and I think a big part of it is the budgets.
Yeah, no, the budget's on it. I mean, fucking, what, Indiana Jones had a budget of $300 million?
So.
Not including marketing?
So Fast X.
Yeah.
Right, the budget for that was about $340 million.
That's not including marketing?
Not including marketing. That is just the budget.
Yeah.
The box office was $721 million.
Mad.
Now, $721 million, not bad. Not a bad number. But when your budget is $340 million, that is still, like, that, like...
Yeah,
and that's a shockingly high number. Now, Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones was also a very expensive movie. Now, granted, the full, like, that will likely make more over time and stuff like that. But the budget for that is roughly about $250 to $300 million. But I know it's on the high
Again,
end.
not including marketing.
The box office for that right now is 172.
Yeah, and that's mad.
That's dire. Now, it's probably... I don't see it getting much higher than that.
No.
Because I feel like most people don't care.
Yeah.
Most people are just kind of uninterested. And it's like...
Mission Impossible comes out next week.
Now, Mission Impossible's budget... This is the interesting thing. Now, a lot of people are saying that that's going to be a success. And I agree with that. I think overall, it's going to be successful. I'd be shocked if the film wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Mission Impossible. These films do well.
It's Tom Cruise.
Now, Mission Impossible's budget.
Yeah.
290 million.
Okay.
So the movie has to make a lot.
Wait, its budget's 290 million.
290 million, not including marketing or anything like that.
Mission Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Now,
I guess because they threw Tom Cruise off
a lot of
cliff.
well, yeah, a lot of the reason why these budgets have gotten really high, I think, is because of COVID.
Yeah, that
because
makes
sense. So a lot of these films, because this is the interesting thing now, is a lot of the films we've been getting over the past like two years or so were made, like the blockbusters were made before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were delayed to come out when cinemas were. Now what we're starting to get now we're getting movies that were made during the pandemic, deep in the pandemic, and so because of that, the budget's ballooned.
Yeah.
Because of all these different protocols, you have to do all these different things that you have to do, and it's like that's why a lot of budgets have went high.
Yeah. So you think they'll go back down?
Possibly. I mean, Fast X is a special case. I think that was after. Well, like that was like 2021. I think they started filming that, but that was because Justin Lin left.
Yeah.
And that ballooned. Now, I do think some of them will go down.
Yeah.
Like I think I imagine a lot of them will go down. At least I hope so.
Yeah.
And I think if they don't, it's going to cause a lot of issues. Because I do think the biggest problem right now is budgets.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And these films get really bloated.
I mean, look at Fast X. That's not even doing that badly.
No.
But you still wouldn't call it a massive success.
Elemental.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Elemental is doing badly.
It's doing badly, but it's had legs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where it has found somewhat of an audience.
And it's not being helped by its budget, though.
Exactly,
which is massive.
And that's the problem.
Yeah,
it's like it's found legs. Now, if the film was cheaper, that would have been great. It's well, anyway, if that opening wasn't great for it, but the budget was like low, that would have been fine.
Yeah.
Because if it had the legs, it probably would have made it. But, because let's think about Mario. Mario's budget was like 75 to 90 million.
Yeah.
That film's made $1 billion.
Yeah.
The Creator, which is the new Gareth Edwards film.
Yeah.
The budget for that is 96 million.
That's insane.
When you look at that movie, it looks double that.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. These budgets, Fast X does not look like a movie whose budget is 340 million.
Yeah.
Not when the effects.
Absolutely.
Not when the effects in that film and certain scenes look as bad as they do.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, see with Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That film looks pretty rough in some scenes.
Yeah.
And it's like, and you've got this problem where a lot of films now, I mean, like Creed 3, that budget's 75 million. That was the highest grossing Creed movie.
Yeah.
And you know what? That whole month in general is actually very interesting to look at. The month of March. It's Creed 3, Scream 6.
Yeah.
Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
Yeah, yeah.
John Wick Chapter 4 and Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Right,
great
that's
some of the year.
5 movies.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Creed 3, highest grossing 1.
Yeah.
Scream 6, highest grossing 1. Shazam! Fucking tanked.
Yeah.
Right. John Wick Chapter 4, highest grossing. Dungeons and Dragons wasn't the biggest hit because of Mario.
Yeah.
But it was one of them. It wasn't too expensive. It was expensive, but not quite. Not quite on that level of some of these other movies.
I hope they make 10.
10 Dungeons and Dragons movies.
I fucking would love that.
But it's one of them where it's like it's funny to think that in that month, the films that did the best were the films that, like Scream 6.
Yeah, the mid-budget.
Fairly cheap, mid-budget to low budget. Like John Wick Chapter 4's budget, I believe, is about 100 million. And they've steadily gone up with each one.
Yeah.
But it's one of them. It's like these films just keep doing great, and I do think /hope what we're gonna see is a kind of, even if it's forced upon, we're gonna start seeing budgets get low.
Hopefully.
And I'm hoping that because this is the thing is like, you can make a film for 100 million and make it look incredible. Dune's budget was like 185 million or something.
Yeah.
Which
considering how good that fucking
which
film
it could, like considering how incredible that movie looks, that's like a pretty insane achievement. Like if you said that film cost like 300 million, I would believe them.
Yeah.
Because that is extremely, and it's like, but that's the thing is like, these budgets now have gone so insanely high that you can't sustain that.
Yeah.
You can't sustain like having like nearly $400 million budgets, no matter how well the film does.
Yeah.
Like the Mario Bros movie made $1 billion, and there's a strong chance that it could be the only film this year to make $1 billion.
Yeah.
There is a very strong chance of that. I mean, there might be another film that gets in.
The Marvels.
But it's like I don't see any other film really getting to that.
Yeah, I can't.
But
see
I mean,
Hunger
Barbie
Games doing
could.
it.
Barbie could.
But yeah, and even then, it's interesting.
But you never
'cause
know.
Barbie and Mario are both fucking. You know, I mean, they're franchises, but they're not the franchises that made $1 billion last year.
Keep in mind too, as well, with Barbie, it's PG-13.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it is a Barbie movie, and like so kids will see it.
Let Barbie say fuck.
But that's the thing, is like, it's not, because with Mario, that was for fucking everyone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You couldn't. It was one of them. That was a film that was for kids, for adults, and adults could watch it with the kids and not really be. But with Barbie, over here it's a 12A. It's PG-13. Now, granted, I don't think that'll be a catastrophic like thing to that movie.
No.
I don't think that'll be the thing that makes it lose like 300 million. But that is worth noting that it is possible that like a lot of younger kids may not see it.
Yeah.
Or parents might decide against it because of that rating.
Do you think the intention with Barbie... I mean, I know the intention with every film is for it to make $1 trillion million. Do you think Barbie is going... Like, do you get what I mean? Do you think the people behind Barbie, when they, like, were like, Greta Gerwig, do whatever you want, all that shit, do you reckon their thought process was, this film gonna make us fucking massive money?
I mean... Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I imagine they would, like, $1 billion would be nice.
I mean,
like, yeah.
I think fucking everyone's saying
yeah, like, it's one of them. Like, but I do think as well, like, I think what they've probably understood is Greta Gerwig is a name.
Yeah.
She's a name. You got Margot Robbie. You got Ryan Gosling. Those are...
You've got similarly...
Yeah, like, you got a lot of names.
Yeah.
You got a lot of names, and, like, but especially just that trio.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling, Margot Robbie, Greta Gerwig. That's a big... Especially when Greta Gerwig's last film was in the Oscars.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of them where it's like...
Last 2 films were in the Oscars.
Yeah. She's a name now.
Yeah.
And obviously, because her name's all over the marketing too.
Yeah.
Like, they are definitely pushing that into Greta Gerwig film.
Absolutely.
And it's like... So, I definitely think that was... I mean... A part of it is definitely like, yeah, like it wants to make money, like, you know, they want to make a lot of money. But also, yeah, like I think as well, they do want to give creative freedom to someone so they can do something unique with it.
It'll win all the Oscars.
But it's because, I mean, a Barbie film was in the works for years. Amy Schumer was involved with it at one point.
Yes.
And stuff, I think it's Sony. And it was like, they've had a lot of different like things going on with those movies. But it's like, it's one of those things where, like with Barbie, I could see it not making as much because of that. Not a drastic amount, but again, it's like, I think it'll be interesting sort of watch and see, like, because what made Mario work was Mario was for literally everybody.
Oh yeah.
Like literally everybody. It was for adults who were nostalgic about Mario. It's for like adults who were just regular fans of Mario. It's for kids. It's for teenagers. It's for older kids.
Yeah.
You know, your fucking nan could watch the Mario movie and enjoy it probably, and it's like it was for everybody. Like regardless of whether regardless of whether or not you like the movie, it's for everybody. And it's like, and I think with the Mario movie, what helped with that was the budget was also low.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of these blockbusters now have sky high budgets, but also as well, it is worth noting that a lot of them aren't hitting the mark.
Yeah. Too,
and it's like. A lot of people are disappointed. Quantumania, people were disappointed by it.
I think that's why we're experiencing the first wave of, I'm going to say some dreaded fucking taboo words, superhero fatigue.
And that's, yeah.
And Nan just died for me saying that.
But you know what? To me, it's not superhero fatigue.
No, it's not. It's bad superhero.
It's bad, yeah. It's one of them, because Shazam flopped.
Yeah.
The Flash has flopped.
Yeah.
But Guardians... done fantastic.
Yeah. Spider-Verse.
Across the Valley, like those films doing fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, the Batman last year did great, but then Quantumania basically was a flop.
Yeah.
And it's like, when you have a bad movie, like now I think audiences are starting to get. Because I think as well, a lot of it as well is with like the pandemic. People are getting more used to watching movies at home now.
Oh, I mean,
especially at a much
fast movies are coming to streaming.
Universal at this point now, it's like. Their films basically come to like VOD as soon as it's fucking in cinemas practically. I feel like Knock at the Cabin was on VOD 2 weeks after it came out.
Yeah.
Which then causes problems because VOD, when you put a film out on VOD, it's on, you know, the Pirate Bay, like practically like almost immediately. So it's like so now if people like, you know, it's one of them where like people are gonna start thinking more about what they want to watch, and something like Knock at the Cabin, they might go, I'll wait for that to come to VOD. Elemental is like that, and I think that's the, you know, and there is like that argument where it's like Disney Plus in some ways has trained parents
Oh yeah.
To just wait for Disney.
I mean, it links back to how expensive cinemas are, and also because obviously, not to say films are getting worse, because that's not at all the point, but superhero films especially,
blockbusters in general have been pretty poor. Like,
and so if a lot of the time, I imagine a family's thought process is, okay, this new film's come out that we kind of want to see. What's everyone saying? Oh, they're saying it's disappointing. We'll wait till it's on streaming.
That's where the Elemental premiering at Cannes, I think, was a big part of what was devastating. Now, granted, I don't think parents have the fingers on the pulse as much when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes, but I do think.
But they'll hear from other parents.
And it's one of them where like you have to start thinking like, is it worth going to see such and such?
No, exactly.
In cinemas, or my best.
It's got to become a fucking tactical move.
Yeah, it's like because that's the thing. Is like for a lot of people, they're not gonna have the time. To go and watch a movie every week or go and see. So they have to think about what films do you want to see.
No, I mean, thinking of my own parents, they don't fucking go to the cinema anymore.
Yeah.
Why should they? When they can just fucking get Disney Plus. If they're waiting for Guardians, when Guardians is out on streaming right now, they'll watch Guardians then.
It's weird because it's weird with Disney because in some ways Disney Plus is kind of the worst thing they've ever done to themselves.
Oh yeah.
Because when you think about
Disney Plus like bleed money?
Well, that's the thing. It bleeds money. Half of the fucking titles that they've made for it are gone because they've taken them off.
Crater.
Yeah, Crater didn't even last like.
It's not even a bad film.
Yeah, that film didn't even last like 2 months.
Yeah.
On the save, that's ridiculous. It lasted like 6 weeks. But it's like, but that's the thing is like, you've got Disney Plus, which brings all these films like quicker. But that's the thing. When you think about it, 2019. Disney had like The Lion King, Toy Story 4, Aladdin, all these different movies all make $1 billion.
Yeah.
Since then, now granted COVID's been a big part of it, sure, but then The Little Mermaid makes like 540 million. Not a bad score, but I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people are just going, well,
if you want to talk Disney Plus, we can play a fun game. Name a successful original Disney Plus show that isn't like tied to an IP.
Because it's a High School Musical.
That's tied to an IP.
Yeah. Willow.
Tied to a fucking IP.
But even, I mean...
Also, it's not on the servers anymore, isn't it? That's why it's like fucking gone.
Willow's been taken off. No, because
it's a trick question. There aren't.
All of like the original ones have been cancelled.
Yeah.
But as well, like with Disney Plus, it's like there's been stories that like Andor's budget was 250 million.
Yeah.
Now Andor, I know, is very high quality, but it doesn't seem like a lot of people watched it.
Yeah.
Which doesn't help that Obi-Wan Kenobi was a disappointment. Book of Boba Fett was a disappointment, and the Mandalorian.
Book of Boba Fett slapped. The 2 episodes I watched.
But it's like, and then obviously like The Mandalorian, this new season disappointed a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's like, you've got this thing where it's like, And
everyone's turning up for Secret Invasion.
We've went all in. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. Yeah, Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Was, I mean, granted with that one, they fucked that one over.
Oh yeah.
By dropping it next to fucking like Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
The Boys. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like,
didn't it drop the same day as Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Same one, yeah. It was like, they were on at the same time, which was fucking stupid.